order concurrently at 6:02. The Pledge of Allegiance will be led by Commissioner Caraveo.
Please stand. Right hand over your heart. Please begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll
Okay.
call.
Yes. Chairperson Smith is absent. Vice Chairperson Al-Shanable,
Present.
Commissioner Ortiz,
Present.
Commissioner Caraveo,
Present.
Commissioner Richard is absent.
Oral communications. This is the time for the public to address the Planning Commission on items not on the public hearing portion of the agenda. After obtaining permission to proceed by the presiding officer, speakers should first state their full name and address for the record. The speakers shall limit their address to 3 minutes. Any public comments that are discriminatory, defamatory, or otherwise not protected speech will not be considered, consented to, or otherwise adopted by the Planning Commission in its deliberations or findings. As a courtesy to others, please silence cell phones and other electronic devices. The Planning Commission strives to treat all participants with civility, and we ask that you do the same. Please keep remarks to 3 minutes. Do I have anyone speaking on items not on the agenda? Seeing nobody else or nobody at all, I will close the oral communications. Recess Airport Zoning Commission, the Planning Commission consent calendar. Continued public hearings. Do you have any items? No items? New public hearings. Conditional use permit 2021 CU07, sales of beer and wine. Now is the time and place to open the public hearing to consider conditional use permit 2021 CU07. Senior Planner Maria Maharik will present the staff report.
Good evening, Commissioners. I will be presenting conditional use permit 2021 CU07. This is for the sales of beer or wine, which is a type 20 ABC license. The request is for La Hacienda Meat Market, which is located at 13400 Prairie Avenue. As you can see from the zoning map, it is within the C3 zone. And I just want to point out that they are currently going through a remodel of the existing building. This is the vicinity map. As you can see, it is on the east side of Prairie Avenue, right by 134th Street. Here are existing pictures. As you can see, they are under some construction right now. They are keeping the building as is. They will come back for the color approval at a later date, but right now they're doing interior remodel of this building. The building is about 4,900 square feet, and the lot size is about 11,000 square feet. They aren't going to increase the square footage of the building. They will be restriping the parking lot with 11 total stalls, one of which will be an ADA required parking space. They may have to adjust that a little bit because of the ADA parking requirements, but we won't know that until they submit to Building and Safety. So as you can see from the site plan, the total floor area where the customers will have access to is about 2,125 square feet, and that is the market area that they have access to. They will be utilizing only 38 square feet for the beer and wine display, which will be on the shelves behind the counter, and which you can see in that area there, and within the refrigeration units, and only about four of those. And that's the maximum. This is truly a market and a meat market, the beer and wine is just a small portion of their sales. Here's some elevations of the building. There's no color rendering yet, like I said, until a later date. Right across the street, there is a liquor store called Pound Penny, and that's the closest retail sales of liquor to this market, but different type of clientele. This is a market, whereas across the street truly is more of a liquor store. So after staff did their analysis and looked at the proposal, we are recommending that the Planning Commission adopt Resolution 2022-16, approving the CUP for the on-site sale of beer and wine, which is a Type 20 ABC license. Does the Planning Commission have any questions of staff?
Does anyone have questions of staff?
Yes, so the limitation is 30, did you say 30 square feet for total?
About 38 square feet is what they're going to utilize.
And so they wouldn't be able to go over that unless they,
Right,
back
right. I
to
mean, the issue is that if they go over, I mean, obviously, a couple of square feet here and there is not going to make a difference. The issue is that this is not an issue, but this is a market,
Yeah.
and primarily a market. If their sales start exceeding what they truly are, then they become a liquor store. And then the analysis is different from the analysis that we did, that is in the staff report.
okay, no more questions.
Anyone else from staff has questions?
No questions.
Is the applicant here, and do you wish to speak? Don't have to.
You wish to speak?
Okay, great. Is there anyone else who wishes to address the Planning Commission on this issue? Seeing no one. Mr. Lask, are there any documents to place into administrative record?
No.
Do my fellow commissioners have any final questions or comments on this item from staff? Okay, then I formally close the public hearing on this item. Do I have a motion?
I'll motion to approve.
I'll second that motion.
Okay, will the secretary please call for a vote?
Vice Chairperson Asanable,
Yes.
Chairperson Ortiz,
Yes,
Chairperson, sorry, Commissioner Ortiz, Commissioner
understand.
Caraveo.
Yes.
Foreshadowing.
Vote reflects Planning Commission voting yes.
So I'll call back to order the Airport Zoning Commission. Administrative items. Are there any administrative items? No? Okay, so color approval, 14101 Hawthorne Boulevard, commercially zoned property. Now is the time and place to consider an application for color approval located at 14101 Hawthorne Boulevard, commercially zoned property. Assistant Planner Levy, Nathan Levy, will now present the staff report.
Good evening, Commissioners. So this is the former site of the Robles Grill. At this time, it's now being converted into offices, so it's a change of use that is currently going through building and safety review. The color change application was submitted in order to change all of the exterior colors. They've got 3 selected. The subject site, like you can see on the map, is located at the southwest corner of 141st and Hawthorne. The existing facade has a red metal awning, and then it has some unique designs and characteristics. If this does look familiar, this was actually presented to the Planning Commission for color approval about a year ago. Since then, it has changed hands, new management, and a new use. So here's another direction. So the proposed colors are a mixture of different shades of gray. The majority of the building, which is outlined in this yellow line, will be a lighter gray that they have termed, let me pull up my report, that they have termed to be Waterloo. It's in addition to that, they're also proposing 2 different colors for the currently entirely red awning. It's going to be two different shades of a darker gray with stripes along the top and the bottom of that red metal awning being an even darker shade. The staff has recommended that the Planning Commission approve this color change application with just one condition: to use graffiti-resistant paint and or coating. Does the commission have any questions?
Thank you. Okay, thank you. Mrs. Maharik, are there any documents to place into administrative records, such as late communications?
There are none.
Do any of my fellow commissioners have any final comments on this item or questions from staff?
No.
Do I have a motion?
Motion to approve?
Commissioner,
Second.
will the secretary please call for a vote?
The seat chairperson Smith is absent. Vice chairperson El Shanable,
Yes.
Commissioner Ortiz,
Yes.
Commissioner Caraveo,
Yes.
and Commissioner Richard is absent.
Thank you, Maria. Items to be placed on future agenda? Do you
No
have-
items right now.
Commissioner reports? Do you have anything? I just want to say happy holidays and be safe. And I hope that you can spend wonderful time with your loved ones. That's it.
Thank you.
Yeah, happy holidays and happy New Year.
Thank you.
Tito, yeah. Happy holidays, everybody.
Thank you.
Manager reports?
None.
Then I will adjourn the meeting at 6:14.
6:14.